Genuinely, there's no career I could ever see myself doing besides nursing. I think I was very, very lucky to have this field planned out for me since such a young age. I always knew that I wanted to take this road. I do remember being young and always playing with my sister, like doctor or nurse. I'd have her lay down in bed and I'd go get her an ice pack and put a Band-Aid on her. And even being that young, I remember just putting a Band-Aid on my sister made me feel happy. But when I was 12, I was at my doctor's annual checkup and she had me like bend down and she noticed that my spine was curved and my shoulder was kind of like one was, tilted. And it wasn't too bad initially. My next x-ray, I think it was only a couple weeks apart, it had gotten progressively worse. Like it was moving fast. So they were concerned that like my lungs may get crushed at the speed it was moving. I remember being petrified, terrified. We didn't really know what to expect. And especially the spine, I mean, there's a lot of nerves there. They went over the risks, which was paralyzation. And I'm like, I'm 12 years old. Like I didn't, it was a very scary time. The nurses really, really got me through it. And I mean, that was over 10 years ago and I vividly remember that pain. I remember the struggle, anything I needed. They were always there to help me. They made everything feel better, not just physically, it was a lot of emotionally. They made me feel better, always reassuring me that I was gonna be okay, that everything was gonna work out, and it did. Before that, I didn't really know too much about nursing or, that whole field. So from that moment, I just always knew, like, I want to help people. I just want to be in healthcare. As I continued on to high school, I learned a lot more about like healthcare myself. I started taking the prereqs for nursing school. And then I was like, okay, I want to get my foot in the door. I learned all about certified nurse aid and how like that's, a good step to take to get you exposed while I was still getting my prerequisites for DCN. I was lucky enough, I got a job in an orthopedic spine unit, which is exactly what made me want to be a nurse. And it just made me love it more and more. Choosing Denver College of Nursing was the easiest decision, honestly, I've made. There's a lot of other schools that have nursing programs I did look into, but DCN just spoke to me. Honestly, the best school. Like, I loved how it was set up. I loved all the teachers, all the staff. I loved how it was also a little bit of hybrid. So some of the classes were online and then some were in person. The way the labs were, I think it genuinely prepared me to be the nurse I am today. To be that nurse and help people who are going through the same thing is honestly indescribable. It's such a good feeling. It feels very sincere, like caring for them. I know how hard it is, especially a scoliosis case. I get so happy. Like, I'm biased, but I'm like, yay, like I know how hard it is. So it just makes me so happy that I can be there for that person in the way that I was cared for. To achieve my childhood dream feels incredible because not only I achieved it, I'm currently living it. And in the exact field that I want and the exact unit. I'm in ortho spine, even in New Jersey, taking care of orthopedic patients. So I feel so lucky. It's very, very fulfilling. And someone has to do it. And I'm glad it's me.